YouTube. I am GMama Growz Hard in the Garden, here for my weedy pop-up where I turn on my camera while I'm working in my garden and show y'all what I got growing on. And this morning, we doing some fertilizing. I'm on time. It's a little nippy. It's just now getting to be about 62 degrees, and there is a lot growing on. And what I've been dealing with are these freaking flies. Can you see them? I think this is how they've been getting into my apartment. I came out and hit it with some essential oils. You see the shine? Because they were congregating, and I have no idea why. Now they've moved up, and oh my God, it's just irritating. But anywho, what's going on is I've already mixed up my compost tea here, and I'm about to get started because I see the sun coming already. This is where I get my water out of the bucket. Quite frankly, because this is the only place that I can put it besides the front of the porch. But right here is where a majority of the water collects. So, and with this compost tea, I will be hitting my leaves and everything because it's been dry for the past couple of days. I'm grabbing matter of fact, I'm finna put y'all down because I can work faster without holding on to my phone. Let me scroll in the chat because I've been talking for quite some time. Scrolling in the chat. Good morning, Miss Shirley, OG Gardener, rise and shine. Happy to see you this morning. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Hit that like button on the way in. Yes, ma'am. 3 people watching. I only got 1 like. If you have not clicked that thumbs up or down to let YouTube know how you feel, please do. It helps support the channel. Thank you kindly. Scrolling in the chat. A pescatarian gardener. Good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. I am just finished to set my camera down, my phone, so I can use both of my hands because I can work faster with both of my hands and not handling this phone. And I'm gonna figure out a situation for these flies because they are really irritating me. I mean, to my spirit, irritating me. Coming all indoors, and why you can't stay outside, flies? Because I don't got this type of time to do. And I guess I'm gonna have to pick it up anyway because let me get it started, and hopefully I charged it. I try to charge it when I go back in, that way I don't have to worry about it going out while I'm out here because it takes me about an hour or so to hit all my plants, and then I use a roughly 10 or 11 gallons of water. This is about 5 gallons, and I use 2 tablespoons of the Mighty Plants instant compost tea because that's what I'm fertilizing with today. And let me grab my phone and we can start over here because it's unfortunate what happened over here. I came with what had happened was these flies is irritating me, and this shiny stuff is where I saw them congregate, and I tried to hit them with some essential oils, which worked temporarily. As you can see, they are back and in full force. But I tried to hit them and it wound up, yeah, skiing down here on my plants. So this is what prompted me to say, let me get out here and go ahead and hit my plants with some foliar spray too. That way I can get that essential oil off if any drip down here. Yeah, and won't burn my plants. But this is a wild pot, if you will. And by wild, I put a bunch of wildflowers in here. Some of them I can recognize, some of them I can't. And I brought my lavender, which is this right here, over here because it was a bigger container. And I forget what this is. Oh, this is basil. And wow, that thing has caught. Yeah, I'll get over here. But this is basil and something else is in this pot. I can't remember what. These are zinnias that I grew from seed last season, and I'm making sure that the seeds germinate, and they are pretty much. And I put some more in here the other day. Hang on one time, I got to set y'all down for this little pot. But I didn't want to hit it full blast. I'm germinating more strawberries from seed to fill up my strawberry tower. Yeah, because this is how much I love strawberries, and I got to do what I got to do to keep them growing. Down here was lemongrass. I don't know what happened, but I'll be figuring that pot out. This pot has a new herb called papalo, and I got to get that off because that is leaf miner damage, and I don't want that on my plants. Hang on one time and I'll get it down there eventually. But leaf miner damage from flies. This is why I don't like flies around my junk, and they are over here abundantly. But this is a herb called papalo. I have not tried it yet, or a palo or something like that, but I'm gonna try it. It's supposed to be like cilantro and parsley or something or another. I'll have to look it up again. And then this tomato is a microdorf. Forgot what. Orange hat. That's what that is. This is one of my experimental figs that I don't know which one it is, because I took a piece and I propagated it and brought it indoors. And indoors, the leaves, yeah, they was growing like this underneath those lights. I brought it outside, and now, yeah, they like, we wanted some real sun out here. So yeah, and it's getting nodules. I don't know if these are going to be fruits or not, but I'm getting new growth at the bottom. So I'm going to try and protect this fig. I also tipped it, so maybe that's why it's doing all of that. And it's been tipped like a couple of days ago. And I'm just around it. That chat is jumping. Let me check out what's going on in the chat, y'all. Woo! Hey, y'all. Good morning, Pretty Girl Gardens. Thank you for scrolling through. Mr. Sweet Time. Hello. Thank you for scrolling through. Mike. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Scrolling in the chat. Everybody is speaking. Thank you kindly. And comrades in blue, you are authorized to drop your channels and any content creator that is in the chat that you may recognize. Thank you kindly. I truly appreciate your support. So back to this. What I'm doing is fertilizing, and I'm also foliar feeding with my compost tea, trying to keep my plants hydrated and feed them at the same time, and I think they are really enjoying it. I know I am. Ooh, I want to get these seeds, so I don't want to mess that head up on this. Is a coneflower. Yeah, but this was another pot, and this was the first flower. Uh-oh, my wand is stuck. That came up for me this season. And I want to try to save some of these seeds. It looked like it's some more that have germinated down there. Yeah, that's what it looked like. And this is a new flower also. This is called a jester marigold. Yeah, I planted different marigolds this season because I wanted to try something new, along with the marigolds that I already grow and the ones that came up in that wild flower mix, to which those marigolds are huge. And here is one right here just standing up like, wow. I'm used to my marigolds being this size. So let me hit this plant one more time, and I'm going to scroll in the chat on y'all. But this is an experimental pot. This is a pup from my Truly banana plant that I have growing indoors. A bean plant that Shawnee 2003 was like, put a bean in there, it'll grow faster. So we trying it. And a marigold, to which I can't remember which one, but it's in there. And the ground cherry, because they just pop up everywhere. Sometimes I leave them, get a couple of cherries, and then chop them down, because that's what they do. Once you plant ground cherries and you don't collect them all, they will spring up in your pots all over the place. And this is a bean plant that I was gonna let go to seed. I did not have the heart to take it out, but I don't like it. It's some kind of peas, and I can't remember which peas it was. And this should be a leisure pepper, I'm hoping, because I haven't had any peppers in a couple of months. My peppers indoors have been not producing anything. But these pods are huge on this pea plant, because I don't like it. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of it. I just haven't had the heart to do it as of yet. And let me scroll in this chat one at a time. Scrolling in the chat. Oh, y'all been talking. Thank you kindly. Scrolling in the chat. Scrolling in the chat. Pretty girl. Oh, speaking. My fault, y'all. I tried to plant something, but those mosquitoes was waiting for me. I know, Urban, you gotta fight. Grab some of that mint and stuff and be fighting them, because I'm fighting everything this season. L-Triple-G, thank you so much for scrolling through. By all means, say those seeds. Yes, indeed. Scrolling in the chat. Scrolling. I don't see no links yet. Oh, it must be too early. I'll give y'all a little more time. Good morning, Mr. Bowtie Life. We are hot and heavy into remodel mode. Okay, kitchen covered in plastic and all textures being sprayed today. So excited. Okay, I'm excited for you, Mr. Bowtie Life. That do sound exciting, getting a new upgrade to your place. I'm fertilizing out here and trying to feed my plants before I get hit with this sun. This is yellow dock that I started from seed indoors and brought it outside. These are hostas that come back every season. I was trying to eradicate them, but apparently I can't get rid of those roots, and that's okay, because if they want to stay, I don't mind. And the reason I was trying to remove them out of this pot is because I want to put comfrey in here and possibly more borage. This is my plum tree. It started out a 2-in-1. I think it's a 3-in-1. So I'm not sure, but it's been flowering and the fruits have not been sticking around as of yet. I want to say this might be the second season, and this sprayer should not be this hard for foliar feeding, but here we are. And yeah, I'm doing it because I got a lot of stuff to do, and I'm trying to water and foliar feed at the same time. So yeah, these are new plants. I just built this melon tower because these are melons, and these are going to be what is rich sweetness melons. Yeah, I only grow icebox personal melons because of my space, and I don't have any room for the larger melons. So a majority, well, all of my melons are icebox or personal size melons. This is one of my weed pots where I just let the weeds grow. I did plant something in here, but I can't remember what it was. I think it was some okra, because it was a struggling okra in here, and I was like, let me just go on and plant a seed and some tree onions. These are dandelions, and this right here is plantain. This right here, this tree looking thing, I foraged that when I was out. I was out roaming around in a wooded area, and I kept seeing this plant, and it had fruit on it, and I thought it was crab apples. So I plucked one, and lo and behold, it was a berry. I was like, hey, this is a berry, not a crab apple. So yeah, inquiring minds went to researching, and I pulled off a piece and I brought it home, and I got a bunch of different, don't just Google a plant one time, Google it multiple times, because I got everything from guava to, it was just a lot. But come to find out, it's actually a service berry, because that's what grows wild here in my area. This pot that I'm watering and fertilizing right here is my cherry tree, and I propagated more rosemary and stuck it in the pot because I'm looking for more herbs this season. And this is another gesture marigold. I'm gonna have a lot of seeds from y'all, and it's tall. Let me get this dandelion out of here though. And these could possibly be some millennial onions. I'm thinking. I won't know until it flowers type, because it kind of looked like my we just gonna call it the onions, millennial onions. Yeah, that's what we gonna call it. And my cherry tree. Now, I was concerned about a lot of my fruit trees coming out of dormancy. When this one came out of dormancy, it had these little leaves, to which it got cold and knocked them all down. Once it started warming up, it spit out these bigger leaves. Yeah, and another branch. This is the same. Yes, it is. It's just this came out of dormancy early, and this came out while it was warm. And it's coming from the base of this plant. Yes, it is. So I should be getting some more branching off of here, because I'm hooked on something. I pitched the top of this one. Yeah. Because I pruned that back. It was looking so bad and raggedy. That's why it's looking like that. And then this came out, like I said, out of dormancy. small, and now that the weather is acting right, I got some big leaves on it. Let me check the chat again. Scrolling in the chat, scrolling in the chat. Uh-oh, I gotta scroll back. Whoop. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Hold on, y'all. I've been talking. Hey. L Triple G, good morning. Did I speak to you? I hope so, because I just not seen you again. Yesterday, I potted about 15 citronella. Wow, Mr. Bowtie Life. You've been busy, Dave. Mosquitoes. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Comrades in blue, feel free to drop your link at any given time. Miss Cheryl, Norris, good morning. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. I have no ATM due to the phase of construction. Aww, that's unfortunate, Mr. Bowtie. I know how important computers are, especially for content creators. Also, comrades in blue, if you should notice comrade or content creators in the chat, feel free to drop their links as long as they are in the chats. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Joshua Gabriel, thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Scrolling in the chat, scrolling in the chat. Scrolling. The leaves are pretty. Thank you, Miss Cheryl. Yeah, it's showing out out here. I couldn't believe it. Thumbs up. Thank you so much. I need to keep on going, y'all, because I can be in the chat all day. If you have not clicked that thumbs up or down to let YouTube know how you feel, please do. It helps support the channel. Thank you kindly. This is my blueberry, and I forget what other type of, it has to be an herb that I planted down here. But this is my Duke. And I went on and uncovered it because I painted it with my essential oils and things. And I added more trellising, to which I'm probably going to take down now because it's well established. And yeah, I'm getting blueberries all the time off of this. And these are much bigger than, girl, where you went? She all the way in the back. I done moved stuff around. But this is my jelly bean. And these blueberries are a lot smaller than the Duke over there. Uh-oh, y'all. Sorry, I am not a professional with this camera work. And here we are. But yeah. And I don't mind hitting my fruits and things with this compost tea because I take them in and I rinse them off sometimes. Down here, I've changed out the beets and I put carrots, and a couple of them still remain, but I want to say I put some sort of green in here also because, yeah, I need some more greens. These are tree onions right here. And this was my, or is my, oh, look, y'all. Wait a minute, I'm finna try to get in close because he moving slow. He on the deal. Tow it up. It ain't no deal left. Okay, well, he's a distraction. I'm gonna have to move him because I gotta get through here to finish feeding my plants. So hold on one time, y'all. Let me go on and move him out the way. Good grief. Luckily I looked down, because if I wouldn't have looked down, he'd have been skied up in the plant. Let me adjust my camera. Because we got to move him. And hopefully he don't get washed in the pot, because I gotta finish fertilizing. Oh, he done told that deal. Oh, look at him. It's a couple of them still over there. So go on over there with your little friends. And I try not to spray, y'all. Matter of fact, let me make sure it ain't none at the bottom that I can't see, because I'm going to go on and hit this pot quick. Now I got to plant some more deal. They over here getting busy. All right. But what was I talking about? Lord, I got distracted, y'all. My fault. I forgot. But let me check the chat again. Scrolling in the chat. Share on community post. Thank you so much, Joshua Gabriel. I appreciate your time. Miss Alice, don't hurt the harvest. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Scrolling in the chat. Fortunately, I scheduled out for a few days of content. That is great. I need to try to do that, because it takes me about 45 minutes just to come live in the morning. They just said Duke are larger than... Oh, yeah. We was in... where was we at? Broke Live, and they was talking about the Duke blueberries. Yeah, they are bigger than the other blueberry bush. And I just got that blueberry bush last season because my sorbet didn't make it, and I caught it on sale. So yeah, I just gotta trim them up now, and hopefully we could make it through the season, because it hasn't been here a complete season yet, and we got new growth down here. So I'm sure that, yeah, it's gonna be okay to trim all this new stuff back. All right, carrying on. I need to move some stuff around real quick. So let me do that, because I gotta get over in the corner, and I don't know if I want to keep these greens or no, because I need to plant some more lettuce. Oh, look, my hyssop has come up. That is awesome to see. But how am I going to move this? And I got to move the other one. Okay, what? Okay. Do they eat cilantro too? Or is that parsley? Could be parsley. I'm not sure. But they are through here thick. And I'm trying not to knock them off. But I gotta move the whole pot in order to... Ooh, what is that? Oh, leaves. Get to, and hopefully them birds don't swoop down here on them. Yikes! But I gotta arrange some stuff so I can get to the plants in the back. And I need to bring that plant out of there also. So give me a few seconds, y'all, or a minute or two. And I kind of want to bring this one out also, because I really don't know what's growing in here. I kind of do, but I don't, but I didn't label it. I remember putting melons in here, and there was also a mouse melon in there, but I think it got washed away in that storm, so I'll figure it out. But right now, oh Lord, the garbage man coming again, y'all. So you're gonna hear a lot of clinkety clink. Oh, one of my seed houses. I've been trying to get this for the longest. It fell back there, and I was like, oh well, I know where it's at. Alrighty then. Oh boy. Okay, tell, show me something. Oh, it's dry in there too. So What's growing on here? Let me grab my camera. These are some type of greens I did not label again. And it looked like it's some stuff I need to pull out of here. Those could possibly be ground cherries. This is a piece of that plum tree because it keep on suckering, and when I take a sucker off, I stick it in the soil to see if it'll root. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but that's the only plum tree that I have. So I'm working on getting them organized, but I don't know what type of green this is, but we've been eating off of it. I mean me and my bunny Oreo. And this pepper plant is from my hydroponics indoors. What had happened was it was acting crazy. And like I said, I didn't get any fruits over the season. This is a habanada. And it dropped all its leaves. Yes, it did. She ain't have not one leaf until I brought her outside. So now I'm looking for some fruits. And if she don't give me no fruits, I'm going to give a little butt to July. By then, yeah, out of here. Because I ain't got that type of time to do. I need to be eating my junk because that's why I'm growing it. Not to be looking at it, hoping and wishing. And I got seeds that could be germinating. So, yeah. Let me scroll in this chat one at a time. Uh-oh, I got to scroll back, y'all. They do. Okay, I seen that. Scrolling. Ooh, the sun coming out. I'm going to have to go and grab my hat because I can't see. Scrolling in the chat, Tree onions. Yeah, tree onions. Oh, yeah, tree onions, a.k.a. walking onions. Thank you so much, Happy Mac. Thank you for scrolling through. Yes, that's what those are. Tree onions, Egyptian walking onions. Yeah, they go by a whole lot of names. Tree onions are just faster for me to say. And that's what I have growing in the majority. I either have tree onions, millennial onions, or garlic chives that I know come back every season in my pots. Scrolling in the chat. Beautiful garden. Thank you so much, Happy Mac. You just reminded me my deal didn't come up. Plant some more seeds. They'll show up. That's what I do when something don't show up when I want it to show up. I drop some more seeds. Scrolling in the chat. Hey, okay. Walking onions. Yes, Egyptian walking onions, tree onions, and millennial onions. Or is it millennium? I always get the name mixed up, but it has a purple flower on those onions. Smash that like button. Thank you, Miss Shirley OG. If you have not clicked that thumbs up or down to let YouTube know how you feel, please do. It helps support the channel. Thank you kindly. Moving right along. I was at this pot right here. Uh-oh, I gotta grab my wand and make sure I don't knock my phone off. And it is super dry. I mean, dry. And it's in the back. Uh-oh, y'all. Woo. Sorry about that, y'all. Woo. My allergies kicked in and I started coughing and couldn't stop. Like, what? I'm thinking it's because I'm out here moving all this stuff around. But anywho, I gotta do what I gotta do. And that one is done. Might as well do this one because I missed it moving it around. And I got a leaf or two coming out, so eventually that melon is going to show. Uh-oh. Give me a minute. I can't believe this is happening. But sorry, y'all. I am not a professional with this camera work. I'm trying my bestest. Yeah, I'm going to have to take off this hoodie because it's hot now. Oh, boy. Oh, I need to dunk that in some water. And by dunk, I mean set it in a bucket of water and let it soak up from the bottom. Because I need my broom too, I'll see. This one is another dry one. Like, why is y'all so dry? Well, probably because you're in a fabric pot. Yeah, let that be the reason. But these are my tree collards. Ew. This is why I don't like flies. They are really irritating me on my produce. Good grief. And something is eating y'all back here. Lord, that don't make no sense. Let me go ahead and hit y'all real quick because I can't have that. I'm looking forward to having these greens. And they over here just tearing them up. Probably because they in the corner. That's all right. I'm bringing y'all out now. And I know those are millennial onions. And I'm plucking you because I don't think you belong in there. Nope. It's a lot of dandelion flowers that fly through here. A lot of them. Along with those whirly birds. What's those things? Tree seeds. Yeah. Keep them plucked out of there. Uh-oh. I'm knocking stuff over. All right, y'all. So these are my millennial onions again. I just thinned out a whole bunch of them along with my tree collards right here. And I got a lot of nice purple tree collards from K. Renee. Thank you kindly. Because I have to plant them every season. I almost got them to overwinter. But I came out here and I unwrapped them too early. So they didn't make it. And these are from seed all over again. But I'm doing a lot more propagations this season, and I'm starting to watch the weather like a weather forecaster. So I get out here and do what I need to do to cover up my plants when they need to be covered, and it's working out to my advantage by doing that versus waiting for something to happen and then cry about it, because I don't like crying, especially about my garden when I can work it out. And I need to definitely be soaking these buckets. Oh my goodness, y'all. I am draining and everything. But I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to move my plants once I move them. But in all of my pots, I try to keep them manageable. By that, I mean by size and weight, because I got to move them around. When I got to move them, I can't be calling for help. Even though some help would be nice. And I'm just plucking off the dandelions right now. that I have let grown up there. And I don't know what that could be. But I'm going to pinch it because it kind of looks like a flower. And if it is, yeah. Okay, that's another ground cherry right there. This is a zinnia. And the main attraction in this pot is my persimmons that I got as a bare root. And this is the first season for it. And it had fruited and dropped all its fruit. I'm thinking because it's such a young sapling. So I'll bring y'all in closer so y'all can see. Ooh, this sun is out here, y'all. My persimmons. It was loaded with flowers. I was surprised to see them, but they dropped off because, or something could have ate them off, because at the same time, I don't see any reminiscence. Is this one? Could be. But I don't see any reminiscence of those flowers that fell. But anywho, here we are. Let me go ahead on and feed this pot. And it also needs another watering, so I'll probably be back out this evening once the sun goes. Oh Lord. Once the sun goes down, I'm gonna come back out here and just give strictly water. And as I'm moving these plants around, I'm trying to work my way around to put them in different positions, because I need to move my green stalks around, and I have them on old movers, not the new ones as of yet. So yeah, I'm trying to just move stuff around as best as I can to get to my plants out here while I'm working. So bear with me, because this is a small area that I'm working in. And oh yeah, let me scroll in the chat because it's been a minute. Matter of fact, I can't see nothing, so I got to get out of the sun, y'all. Woo, sorry about all that spinning. But I can't see. Scrolling in the chat, everybody is speaking. Oh no, I gotta scroll back and jump, y'all. Scrolling in the chat, scrolling in the chat. Okay, I smashed that. I seen that. Happy. For people didn't hit that like, thank you kindly. Scrolling in the chat. Good morning, Lynn's Life Lessons. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Digging in the Dirt with Tamiko D. Thank you for scrolling through. Good morning to you. You doing good with the camera. Thank you, Miss Cheryl. Because it is a whole problem for me. Good morning to me. Yes, indeed, Mike. I know it's early for you. You a late nighter. I appreciate your time. Life with Tasharia. Tasharia. My bad. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time, Tasharia. Yes, I do. Scrolling in the chat. Scrolling in the chat. Scrolling in the chat. What are you watering your plants with? Who said that? Digging in the dirt, Miss Tamiko D. I am watering and fertilizing at the same time with a product that I use called Instant Compost Tea by Mighty Plants Plant Food. I have a short, and I've done a comrade chit chat on that. Scrolling. Oh, Unique's Garden. Howdy in the bushes. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Bronze Flat Power Guide. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. Is that a pressure washer? Who said that? Digging in the dirt? No, ma'am. This is an actual watering wand. This is the top of it. It comes with a bunch of different nozzles, and I have two of them. This is one that I have charged. It has a single wand with a button that can be, and it's only one speed. Yeah, my other one has 3 speeds on the top that I come out here with water, but it has a tubing, and the tubing is what I'm changing in and out now. The other one is like 10 feet. This is 20 something feet, and I can do everything with 20 something feet. Oh, excuse me, sorry. But the end of and it does charge with a C. Yep, and I try to charge it once I come in for the day. That way I don't forget and come out here and be like, oh no, my charger's not charged. Now I got a hand water. But at the end of the tubing, there is a filter. Uh-oh. And the filter keeps the debris from clogging the sprayer, as if you're using fertilizer like I am. Because I had to, because of the fact I did not want to run fertilizer and water through the tubing, because the fertilizer has a residue that builds up and it's hard to clean out of there. So I just use one for fertilizer and one for water. But lately I've been mixing them, so eventually I'll be getting some more tubing, because I don't want to be washing these tubes out. Spinning and dancing in the garden. Yes, indeed. Happy Mac. Let's grow. If I had some music, I'd be out here doing the same. But unfortunately, I can't play my music while I'm out here, because, yeah, they be tripping. Scrolling in the chat. I got me one of those. Your mama told me. Yes, they are very handy. You can put them in any type of bucket that you choose. And the reason I've been using them is because everywhere I move, I rent and I grow in apartments. But everywhere I move, they don't seem to have that outside spigot for a hose. To which, okay, so I had to make accommodations for myself. And that was one of the accommodations, was finding me something I can water with. And I've been through a bunch of those, what you call them? Hold on, because this one sitting right here, child, by these. Yeah, even the electronic ones. And pretty much, once you run fertilizer, they are pretty hit if it's not a specialized tubing, especially for fertilizer, to which they do make. And yes, I do have one, maybe two, on my Amazon wish list. Yes, I do. But this is a pot of bee balm, and I'm going to let it grow now. I've harvested it 3 times, so I have a jar. And now that I've been growing it for so long, I can pretty much tell but I can't tell the colors of the flowers because they are all different color bee balms. But this one is the lemon because it was the last one that I planted in here from seed. So I recognize it every time. Yes, I do. And yeah, this is what I call a teapot because I really enjoy bee balm. It tastes delicious and smells wonderful. So that's what this is. And it is also dry. So I will be back out here again. This is just a quick feeding and watering for now. And with bee balm, you have to be very careful and make sure that these leaves dry out completely because they are subject to powdery mildew very fast, to which I never have understood that, but I figured out how I can wait for them to grow and keep them harvested until I'm ready to use those leaves, because that's what happened to me when I first started learning how to grow bee balm. I was watching it grow, and at the same time it kept getting that fungus, and I'm like, what the world? So I harvest it now before it gets that fungus, and then I just let it grow on throughout the season once I've harvested everything that I can harvest. And I'm moving y'all around again because I gotta move around again. So give me a second so I can find some place to put some plants until I can get back over there. And I don't think I'm gonna be needing this one, but I can't move it because that one's in the way. Okay, and I would put it on an exit, so give me a second. I'm still trying to figure it out, y'all. Real quick. And I'm having to come down, and hopefully y'all be all right there. And by y'all, I mean them caterpillars, because I got to bring them down in order to move around on this porch, as well as a couple more of these good pots. And I would spin y'all around, but I ain't got that type of time to do. I do not have a camera crew, to which I will probably need one in order to do all of this. And wow, you gained some weight since I watered you, girl. That's what's up. Because that's also how I determine how much water, if I'm going to water my plants, is I lift the pot up to see how heavy it is and determine whether or not I need to water it, because that also determines how much water, if any, that they get. And do I do it every time? I do not. I have a moisture meter sometimes, and sometimes I don't, and that is grass, and it gotta go. And it's a big one. So the plants that are in the back are hard for me to keep actual weeds that I don't want out of the pot. And I'm probably gonna be taking these because it's not needed. More ground cherries. And let me see where y'all at, because I'm probably talking to myself over here. So yeah, I'm taking stuff out of this pot. And what is that? Okay, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna wait though. But this, I'm about to take these flowers off because I'm lying. I can't even, I need some snips. Cause bye. Yeah. So this is wild lettuce, a variation or a mutation or whatever you want to call it, but that's what this is. And how you can tell is the milky sap from the leaf, actually. There we go. Uh-oh. I didn't plant this. It just sprung up in my pot. And I don't want it to flower, so I'm cutting off of these flowers because I don't need this. I have, what did I say this was? Wild lettuce leaves. I mean seeds. Yes, I do. So I don't need these seeds. But the main attraction in this pot is my... Okay, I'm going to have to move you because... Yeah, you in the way, honey. My raspberry is a thornless raspberry. Let me put these back in my pocket because I might need them again. Where is the top? Oh, there we go. All right, scrolling in the chat, y'all. Scrolling in the chat, scrolling in the chat. Uh-oh. Gotta scroll back, y'all. Gotta scroll back, y'all. Uh-oh. I can't see nothing over here either. And need to add some more water over there. I can't see y'all because of the sun. Oh, good grief. Sorry, y'all. Hang on one time. I'll figure it out. About 2.5 seconds I'm going to figure this out. Yes, I am. There we go. Now I can see. Alright, where was I at, y'all? Scrolling in the chat, scrolling in the chat. Okay, I seen that. I got that. Nice watering fertilizer. Thank you so much, Happy Mac. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Where did you get that watering wand? That amazing store. While I was grabbing some more watering stuff. Oh yeah, Miss Cheryl got hers from Walmart. Everybody has them. $20. That's what's up. I need to get one of those watering wands. Just would need a much. Yeah, they have them up to, I want to say 34 feet maybe. Look at all those flowers. That is just insane. I mean, wow. I think it's because I'm out here with this fertilizer like this too. Can you drop the link? Cheryl, she don't have well, she do have a link, but she is not a moderator. Digging in the dirt, not a moderator. Yep, 26. Yep, I have a 32. Can anyone else? I can't touch the chat. Is Mike still in here? Can anyone else? I will definitely look into that. Yes, indeed. They are very helpful. I sit in my chair and water. Yep, you can, because the wand also extends out and, or should I say retracts and extends. Scrolling in the chat, scrolling in the chat. Sun rising. Yeah, I gotta try to hurry up and get through this. Even if I don't make it, I'm gonna still go through here, and I gotta come back this afternoon because my fabric pots are very dry. Who forgot to hit that like button? If you have not clicked that thumbs up or down to let YouTube know how you feel, please do. It helps support the channel. Mike, bad cause. You think you have an awesome day. Get you some rest, Mike. Get you some rest. How are you harvesting your wild lettuce? I let mine flower to attract pollinators, but I want to harvest the leaves. Yeah, that's exactly what you do. You just harvest the leaves whenever. You don't let them get this big, because the bigger the leaf, the more bitter, or the more but I guess if that's what you want to do, because there's different ways to process this. But for me, and just using the leaves and not the what do you call it, sap that's in there, because I would be able to show you at the bottom, but I can't lower my tripod. But before the leaves get this big, as big as your hand, I want to say, you want to get them this small and just dry them out, and you can use them in your tea and stuff. But this is my did I already say raspberry, my thornless raspberry? And I seen a bunch of ants over here, so I got some diatomaceous earth on my leaves, and I don't see them anymore. But that's what that's for. But this was another one of my plants that was tricked. I can show y'all. Where's the other? Well, anywho, and that's why it's so small, because it came out, and then once it got cold, it went back in to the soil like it was hibernating. So yeah, let me spray this one and keep it pushing. And it's looking like I'm coming up on my time. Yes, indeed. An hour? Yeah, I'm cool. Because I got to get this done. I only did like a half of my porch is done. But I still got to do this. So I move faster without this phone in my hand. But I can go over here and do a couple more now that I've cleared kind of a pathway. This is a random pot right here. I have nasturtiums, a piece of the tomato. I'm not sure which one it is, but I just stuck it in. It was a sucker that I stuck in some soil, because the actual plant that's in here, I can't remember what it was. Hold on, because I left the tag. Oh, my broke jujube. Yeah, I got a jujube last season, and it did not come back from the winter. So I left it in there to be a trellis, and it worked out pretty good. But these are nasturtiums. I didn't get any seeds, so I'm going to get some seeds this season. And I want to say that I'm giving the credit to this tape. This bird tape has been keeping these birds from eating my seeds and my berries, because if you notice, I can still get berries. It's not covered up. Usually I have them covered up and I come out here and it ain't no berries. But because I added this tape and moving it around, yeah, they ain't messing with my junk. So I'm guessing it's working, and I'm glad, because I was sick of them eating my junk. That's what I was sick of. This is my fig that I took a cutting off of and brought it indoors. It made it. Yes, it did. It made it through the winter, and it came back with a different set of leaves. Like, what? Because this is one plant. These leaves are pointy, and these leaves are round, to which I don't know what's going on with that, but here we are. And there is a tree onion in here, and it's just now producing. So I'm going to try to get some more of my tree onions spread around once they have them. And I dig, this is my apple tree. I got one apple and I covered it. Yes, I did. I'm trying to get it. There it is. Ta-da! Oh, I also got one squash and I covered it too. Or it could be a pumpkin. I'm thinking it might be a pumpkin. So yeah, here's my pumpkin. And I don't know what variety it is because when I transplanted them, I did not label them. I had a lot of ant activity around here, so that is Diatomaceous earth again. That is lemon balm underneath there, and I forget what else is in here. There used to be, I want to say, some comfrey or something, because that's what I'm trying really to get in all my pots. I even got a comfrey pot over there that I took some roots out of and started again. Uh-oh, y'all, I done hooked on something and I'm about to rip out a plant. Hang on. There we go. And right behind there is my kiwi berry that I gotta wrangle in because it's growing wild back here. Because I haven't been able to get back here in a minute. So I'll be getting back here to handle that once I get finished foliar feeding and watering, to which is probably going to be this afternoon because I took an hour to come live stream. But at least I'm being consistent now, so I'm not gonna complain about it. I'm just gonna get out here and go get my hat. Wow, these doggone calendula flowers they up here, ain't they? I'm gonna have to take them out because my watermelon, they shading out my melons down there. I got 2 melons in there. So I'm waiting on them to come up. I'm just gonna deadhead these. That's gonna make more flowers come from down here. But I gotta, maybe I'll just move it from over here. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. But anywho, let me put this down so I can move around here. Woo! And then I move out of the light so y'all can't see me, but I can see kinda sorta. Okay, so I'm trying. I am not a professional with this camera work. I just turn on my camera while I'm in my garden and show y'all what I got going on. And let me check the chat again. I'm trying to find an area. Maybe this will work. Okay, scrolling in the chat, scrolling in the chat. Scrolling in the chat. I sit in my chair. Okay, I seen that. Do you eat that wild lettuce? I do not. Who forgot to hit that like button? Oh, I seen that. Seen that. Oh, I'm scrolling way back up. Night, night, Mike. Yeah, let them air dry. As long as they stay green, they still gonna be potent. And only use a teaspoon, and to activate it, you crush it up once you dry it. Don't crush it up until you're ready to use it because you're gonna lose your vital things if you crush it up before you use it. Woo! Child, these doggone flies out here grabbing, getting on my nerve. Lettuce leaves and dry. Yes. Okay, that's not my menu. Hey, sis Drill. Healing Gardening Journey. Thank you for scrolling through. I appreciate your time. I am done. I am just scrolling in the chat, wrapping it up because I got to finish foliar feeding my plants and watering because they are very dry. We'll do it, sure. Okay, that's not my mail. Scrolling in the chat. Scrolling in the chat. Scrolling in the chat. Okay, y'all. I guess everybody is finished speaking for it. I done broke my nail just that fast, but I'll get it back. And we are done. Team Replay, if you have made it this far into my vlog, I truly appreciate your time. And I am sorry about that, son, but there is nothing that I can do because I am not a professional with this camera work. I just turn on my camera while I'm out here in my garden to show y'all what I got growing on. And that is why it is called a weedy pop-up. Peace and love, my gardening comrades. Heal thyself. It can be done. I'm out. Y'all have a productive day on purpose.